Good morning. The PSOE has unveiled the names of two of their top candidates to accompany party leader and Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez ahead of the general election due on the 23rd of July, whilst left-wing parties Sumar and Unidas Podemos now have little time left to join forces. The surprise came on Wednesday after sources said Teresa Ribero would be Sanchez's number 2 and the Defence Minister Margarita Robles would be his number 4. The party's federal committee should confirm the list of candidates to run in the general election on Saturday, following proposals made throughout the week in the regions and autonomous communities. Meanwhile, with little time to register a united left-wing coalition before today's deadline, negotiations between Unidas Podemos and Sumar still appeared extremely tense, with no agreement in sight. Yet Sumar's new campaign spokesman expressed optimism, saying an agreement is being finalised. US electric car maker Tesla is in talks with the leaders of the regional government of Valencia to make an automotive investment. A spokesman for Valencia said it had held meetings and conversations with an unidentified company about a large automotive investment, but declined to give more details, citing the confidentiality of the negotiations. A separate source confirmed the company concerned was Tesla. Spanish business newspaper Cinco Dias cited sources as saying an investment would be a car factory and its total size could reach some €4.5 billion. Spain is Europe's second largest car producer and is using European Union COVID pandemic recovery funds to attract car makers to invest in the manufacture of both batteries and electric vehicles. The Valencia region is also home to a car manufacturing facility for Ford, which plans to start producing electric vehicles there. The Court of Justice of the European Union yesterday rejected rules set by the city of Barcelona that dramatically restrict the number of cars working with ride-hailing apps such as Uber. Barcelona had introduced a series of rules intended to reduce the number of drivers of private cars transporting passengers hired through mobile platforms and fleet owners to protect the interests of taxi drivers. But the EU's top court said the justification for the restrictions is contrary to EU law. Restrictions to such businesses can only be imposed to benefit general interests such as the protection of the environment and avoidance of excessive traffic, and not discriminate against specific providers, the court said. Catalonia's High Court will now need to order the city to comply with the EU's ruling. And the OECD has raised its economic forecast for Spain. The Paris-based organisation expects Spain to grow by 2.1% this year, improving its forecast for the country by up to 0.4 of a percentage point compared to the previous report and in line with the government's expectations. Looking ahead to 2024, the OECD also raises its forecast from 1.7 to 1.9%. With these forecasts, Spain will be the large euro economy that will grow the most this year, ahead of Italy, the Netherlands, France and Germany. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.